we got a new set of wheels and a new set of tires here in the shop. To find out what they are, hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you guys can stay posted or follow this build while I run the intro. What is up, everybody, and welcome to the channel. If you follow the channel, you know that we just did a video on a leveling kit for the 2022 Ram 2500 Cummins that we have on the channel that we use to tow our show truck around. And we are doing a few upgrades on that, and we are breaking into more and more of them. But we did get a set of wheels and a set of tires for that truck. So I'm going to bring you in here and show you these set of wheels because there's something about them that's very different from the rest of the fuel wheels that I bought. And yes, these are fuels. So I will show you what's going on with this set of wheels that we found. And after doing a little research, we found out why there is what we thought might have been a defect in these. But then we quickly realized that they're made like this. So let me bring you in here and show you the wheels that we've got going on here. Like I said earlier, these are the fuel wheels that we are going on our Ram 2500 build. And these are the fuels. And I'll show you here what model they are here in a minute. But just getting these open, because there is something up with these when we first checked them out. But I just wanted to break this out to you guys and show you guys the wheels and show you what we found different in these than some of the fuel wheels that we've gotten in the past. So what we have here for our Ram, and as you guys know, if you follow the channel, we have bought in two other sets of fuel wheels for our builds that we have here in the channel, and I'll show you those in a minute. But we ended up going with chrome this time because the last two sets I bought, one was a black with the red, and then the other one was the bronze, which the bronze wheels on that build look real nice, and the wheels complement that build, and I'll show you that one here in a minute. But here are the wheels that we ended up going with. These are the fuel runners, and these are the 20x10s. And let me bring you in here and show you something what's a little bit different about these wheels from the fuel wheels that we've gotten in the past. So here are the wheels, and here's what we are talking about. That right there is a valve stem hole. Right there is where you guys can see the valve stem hole, and then after further inspection you go up and around across from there. On the inside there is also another valve stem hole. So, and what they have labeled here is that the inner valve hole is for a sensor if not applicable, use normal valve stem. Well, the problem is that if you use a normal valve stem here and it sticks out on the inside of the wheel, and you guys know that if you run rock lights or wheel lights on with your wheels, that if you have a valve stem sticking out, and sometimes what size wheel light you get, it'll definitely come close, and with the brake caliper and everything else that's in there and the rotor, the brake lines, I don't understand why you'd want to put a normal valve stem on the inside sticking out there, because that to me would give just another something else for it to catch on if you're off-roading or anything else like that could have another spot to leak. So while doing some other research, we found this set of valve stem replacement parts to where, let me show you here, to where if you put these on the inside of the wheel, and what they do is they're flat on one side, they have a cap here, and you take that cap off, and there's your valve stem. So if you put a valve stem on the inside, you can remove the stem, and then this way the cap will lay flush on the inside of the wheel, just out of the way long enough, so this way if you run your wheel lights, nothing will get caught on that and it will stay flush. Because here's the other two sets of wheels that we got. We have the fuel stokes, and these are 20 by 12, and they do not have two holes in them. And then we also have another set of 20 by 10s. These are the flames in bronze, also by fuel, and they do not have two valve stem holes. So we couldn't really figure out why, but then after doing a little bit more research, and if you want to run something like these versus sensors, because you might want to be able to put your sensors in your regular holes, and to balance these out, you really don't want no wheel weights on the outsides or stuck here. So we're probably going to run beads on the inside of these. I'm not sure if they're going to screw up the sensors. So if you guys know if beads screw up the sensors, comment down below. I heard they do not. But what you can also do is, the reasoning for two holes is because of the fact that if you want to run nitrogen, so if you want to run nitrogen, then pure nitrogen for that matter, because you would need actually to have a purge valve in there, because if you just have one and want to run nitrogen in your tires, well, if you only have one and you fill it with nitrogen, well, there's definitely going to be some regular air left inside the wheel or the tire and stuff like that. You can't get all the air out, so you would need a purge valve. And the second hole is what's actually made so this way when you start filling your wheels up with nitrogen, it will push all the compressed air out until you get a complete nitrogen filled. And I believe they're doing that on their wheels now, not only for the off-roaders that want to run nitrogen or anything like that, but also for the lower profile tires, because I'm not sure if air, with the way they're doing burnouts these days and running skinnier and skinnier tires, their nitrogen might be the way to go on those vehicles because they don't expand or contract. So these fuel off-road might be giving you an option now to run complete straight nitrogen in their wheels. So I'm not too sure on that. Comment down below. Like I says, never heard about putting a sensor on that side, which is possible, but with the sensors today, all the sensors that I've seen or known of have the valve stem on them. And it's not something I want to have as two valve stems sticking out, especially on the inside, like I said, about it going around and maybe catching on the wheel lights or any other brake components that might be there. Or if you're off-roading and a rock catches it, and then now you're stuck trying to fix a leaky valve stem that's on the inside of the wheel, on the trail, or on the side of the road. That's something I don't think I would like to do. At least I like to know that if there's any problems, it's on the outside and it's easy accessible. But let me show you guys the tires that we went with. And the tires that we are going with on our 22 Ram 2500, these are the Mickey Thompson Baja Bosses ATs. And these are 35 by 1250 by 20, and these are an F-rated tire. So we think that this wheel and tire setup is going to complement the build real nicely and things like that. But if you guys are new to the channel, let me show you some of the other builds that we got going on. If you don't follow the channel, we got the 2nd Gen Ram show truck that we tow around with us, and then we started the 22 or the 24 Jeep Rubicon or Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. And you guys know we got the Skyjacker 2.5-inch lift kit on this vehicle. We have a new front bumper which we upgraded. We upgraded the tires and wheels on this, and along with the Boost Auto trail mirrors for the Jeep, they are pretty cool. And we also have the Boost Auto Luna boards, the step boards that light up. They are also cool. And now we got the wheels and tires for our 5th gen Ram Cummins that's sitting out there that we use to tow the 2nd gen along with us. So we're going to start getting into doing some of the mods on that one, so you guys don't want to miss that. And I have what I think I found you guys would really like and enjoy on your 5th gen Cummins. It's an easy, simple mod, so watch for that video to drop, and I will say that in that video so you guys know what it is. And we also have some Boost Auto LumaStep M2 running boards coming up on that vehicle. But we're going to get this all wrapped up because we are putting a 2.5-inch leveling kit on this truck just to give it a little bit more height, so this in the front, so this way we could run the 35s and it'll be a nice build. But we're going to have to get this stuff loaded up, get it out to the dealer, because we do have a warranty on that truck, and we cleared it through with the dealer that everything's going to be noted in this and that, and that's something I do not want to lose on that truck. So this is just something I wanted to bring to you guys' attention about the 2 valve stem holes and what they might be for, because we were a little bit puzzled at first, but then after doing some research, and we found out why that there is 2 valve stem holes in these. So, well guys, I hope you like this video. Till next time, I'm Joe. Driving trucks and hunting bucks is how I roll with Wicked Fabz.